Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens. But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of man had built. Genesis 11, verses 4-5. The Bible mentions the Tower of Babel, but the ancient text of the Book of Jasher reveals much more. It tells of 3 rebellious groups who sought not only to build, but to challenge God's authority, replace him with their own gods, and even attack heaven itself. In the Book of Jasher, we see the full judgment of God as their rebellion leads to chaos and destruction. Join us as we explore the rise and fall of the Tower of Babel and the deeper motives behind humanity's greatest act of defiance. After the flood in Noah's time, the descendants of Noah multiplied. They were united by one language and one culture, and they began to settle in the land of Shinar. Nimrod, a powerful leader who commanded great influence over his people. It was under his reign that they conceived the idea to build a monumental tower.
Come, let us build ourselves a city, with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves, and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth.
Unity and a common language allowed them to coordinate this massive project. They worked tirelessly, believing they could ascend to the heavens by their own strength. They also imagined in their hearts to war against God. All these people and all the families divided themselves into 3 parts. The first said,
"We will ascend into heaven and fight against him."
The second said,
"We will ascend to heaven and place our own gods there and serve them."
and the third part said,
"We will ascend to heaven and smite him with bows and spears."
And God knew all their works and all their evil thoughts, and he saw the city and the tower which they were building. The tower had grown so tall that it would take a year to carry bricks, from the bottom to the top. If a worker fell, they were of no consequence. But if a brick was lost, the people would mourn, and the Lord knew their thoughts. And it came to pass, when they were building, they cast the arrows toward the heavens, and all the arrows fell upon them filled with blood. And when they saw them, they said to each other,
"Surely we have slain all those that are in heaven."
For this was from the Lord, in order to cause them to err, and in order to destroy them from off the face of the ground. And God said to the 70 angels who stood foremost before him, to those who were near to him, saying,
Come, let us descend and confuse their tongues, that one man will not understand the language of his neighbors.
And they did so unto them. And from that day following, they forgot each man his neighbor's tongue, and they could not understand to speak in one tongue. And when the builder took from the hands of his neighbor lime, or stone which he did not order, the builder would cast it away and throw it upon his neighbor, that he would die. And the Lord smote the 3 divisions that were there, and he punished them according to their works and designs. Those who said, "We will ascend to heaven and serve our gods," became like apes and elephants. And those who said, "We will smite the heavens with arrows," the Lord killed them, one man through the hands of his neighbor. And the 3rd division of those who said, "We will ascend to heaven and fight against him," the Lord scattered them throughout the earth. And those who were left among them, when they knew and understood the evil which was coming upon them, they forsook the building. And they also became scattered upon the face of the whole earth. And they ceased building the city and the tower. Therefore he called that place Babel. For there the Lord confounded the language of the whole earth. Behold, it was at the east of the land of Shinar, and unto the tower which the sons of men built, the earth opened its mouth and swallowed up 1/3 part thereof. And a fire also descended from heaven and burned another 1/3. And the other 1/3 is left to this day, and it is of that part which was aloft, and its circumference is 3 days' walk. And many of the sons of men died in that tower, a people without number. The story of the Tower of Babylon is a reminder of human ambition, pride, and the consequences of trying to challenge the divine order. No matter how high we build, true power lies in humility before God.